Hi there. In this quick video we are going to take a look at this Huawei wireless charger. It's an original one and it's quick charge, 15 watts maximum. And obviously we will compare it with a few other chargers to see how it stacks up. Let's get to it. Ignore the other stuff on my workbench. I have lots to do these days. So, does this thing have a part number somewhere? I think this is the model CP60. So, let's cut the seals and see what we actually have in this box. Just want to note, this box really sturdy, really nice in the hand, so feels like an expensive product, which is actually how it should feel. This is quite heavy compared to the Samsung that I already have. Let's see, input 5 to 12 volts at 2 amps maximum. Okay, let's see. Nothing more in that area. Let me just double check and triple check. Nope, that's just the box, so I will close it up. And let's see what we have in here. Probably a bunch of manuals, warranty manual. Ignore. Let's see from the other end. Probably this is the good end. Oopsie daisy. Let's close that one back up. Ooh, it opens up nicely. Can I get this out? No, not really. So let's get directly the charger and the cable, and I don't think there is anything else. Nope, nothing more in there. As you can see, this is universal. I think it's also for UK and maybe US and who knows what other countries. Let's see, what do we have here. Yeah, we have the big charger, the 40 watt supercharge, which is original and it's awesome. Let's remove the seal on it. Maybe it's not quite a seal, it's a protection of some sort, because you will leave a ton of fingerprints on this thing. Let's see what this thing can output. 5 volt at 2 amps, 9 volt at 2 amps, or 10 volt at 4 amps. That's interesting. And for the model, yeah, it's right there. I'm not going to try and read it. Let's see what cable we have in here. Yeah, it's the beefy 5 amp cable, so it will be able to charge my P30 Pro at the full speed this thing can provide. But just want to add, as far as I know and as far as I have seen, this cable, it's not a USB 3.0, so it's a USB 2.0 that's able to deliver 5 amps. So if you really want high speeds, maybe this cable is not ideal. I don't think I can show you down in there, but it is missing the pins that would make it USB 3.0. And I don't think they managed to somehow get 3.0 speeds on a 2.0 spec cable. So, without further ado, plug this thing in for the first time. Ooh, almost dropped it. Remove this nice cover. This is rubber, so your phone will not slip away, which is nice. This is rubber once again. I think you will have some kind of light in there, and the Type-C port. So let's get this thing plugged in. Clicks in nicely and give it power. For the moment it doesn't show anything, so unless you put probably a phone on it, it will not show. And we are charging, and yes, when you have a phone on it, this will light up white, which is a bit weird. You don't see too much when it's actually working. Let me just turn off the light. Yeah, that's a bit hard to see compared to the Samsung, but I guess it doesn't create annoying light in the room at night, so maybe it's better that way. Now, to give it a quick test and see how quickly this thing actually charges, most likely I will remove the cover on the phone. So let me just do that now and be back in a second. I need to search for a little program that will show me how quickly this thing charges. This is the little program. It's called Ampere, and I used it on Samsungs, and hopefully it will also work on this thing to give us some informations. And it's measuring, and we have 330 milliamps. But the sad thing is that this is not able to okay, it just went up to 1.2 amps, 1.8, 2.6, 2.7. This thing is not able to show us also the voltage because it was built for standard voltage, 5 volts from USB basically. So we are just going to compare the milliamps. It's not quite an ideal comparison. This doesn't tell the whole story, but at least compared to a random Samsung charger, we should have a huge difference in my opinion. Okay, so about 2.7 amps, which anyway you take it, it's a lot. Even if we are at 5 volts, 2.7 amps gives us about 15 watts, what this thing actually says it does maximum. So that is quite nice, and it seems to be dropping a little bit at this point. Maybe I bumped it and moved it a tiny bit. These things quite need to be aligned properly when they are charging. And yes, the current will vary during the charge, so yeah, it will not stay at maximum all the time. So let me just check what we get directly with the charger. And we are plugged in. And let's see. Measuring. Okay, starting to rise. 1 amp, 2 amps, 2.3, 3.2, 3.6 amps, 4.4 amps, 5 amps. So the maximum that we got was about 5 amps. And this thing I think just failed to recognize more than that, or this actually changed the voltage from 5 volts to something else. So probably it showed us 5 volts, 5 amps, which is about 25 watts, until it changed the voltage to something that this particular program cannot test. Anyway, so it went full 5 amps that this cable can deliver, which is awesome. So these chargers, the one, let me zoom out, the one that came in the box with this thing, is the full-fledged Huawei charger. I wanted to actually compare it to, let me just get it from down here, with this one. I had no idea that I'm actually getting in the package the same huge charger. So in my opinion, this is honestly quite awesome. This is quite cheap for what you are actually getting. A really powerful wireless charger and a really powerful standard charger with the great cable. Now, just for lols, let me compare it to this Samsung. This is not a quick charge. This is just a random Samsung wireless charger. This thing I'm using to charge my P30 Pro overnight. And I'm just curious what kind of current this thing will actually give us. So we are back right here, and it detected it. And let me just show you. This thing has a blue light, and when you have nothing on it, should have a green light. Yep. So this thing fills the room with light. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's annoying, but I've gotten used to it over the time. Let's see what current are we getting from this thing. Let me try and align it as best as I can on the middle. Yep, not even half of amp. Now we are at about half of amp, going up slowly, and I think we are going to top somewhere around here, probably. Yeah, that's about it. So if you have a random wireless charger, the Huawei one, the 15 watts one, is way more powerful and way faster. Let me just do another check to see what we will be getting with a case on the phone itself. I'm quite curious how much it affects on the weak Samsung charger and how much it affects on the really powerful one. Come on, measuring. So 290 at the moment, 190, 240, 340, 440, 420. So basically, yep, a random rubber or TPU or whatever this case it actually is. I have a video for it. It's a Spigen one, Spigen. Doesn't seem to be affecting the charge too much. So yeah, let's get this Samsung out of the way. I am still going to use it overnight, and this one will be used by my wife. She's not so patient as I am, so she wants the phone to be charged way quicker. Let's plug in this thing and see if we get those beautiful amps that we got before. And come on, where's my fingerprint? Read it, and it read it. Measuring. Yes, so again, without knowing the voltage at which we are charging, this is just about half of the story here. But anyway, the huge amps that this is getting, 2.2 already, 2.5 already. This will charge the phone really quick no matter the voltage, honestly. Yes, if this is at 10 volts, it's twice as fast if compared to it if it were at 5 volts. This program at least cannot tell me the voltage, and I don't think there is another one that can actually tell me the voltage of the charger itself. So we are at about 2.7. In my opinion, I can charge it through this case without hesitation, without fear. Yep, it is good. It is quite good. I like it. Good. Honestly, Huawei is doing quite impressive things at prices, in my opinion, lower than Samsung. to get something like this from Samsung of this power, it will be almost twice as expensive. What I don't like, as you can see here, this wobbles. Not sure, I think it wobbles with the whole PCB. Yeah, most likely it's wobbling with the whole PCB, it's not just this in the connector. I'm nitpicking, I think that's how it's called at this point. But yeah, anyway, let's unplug this thing and just compare the size of these two things. Yep. Anyway, also this is a decent charger, but it's slow. It's really slow. This, awesome. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I really like these quick chargers. They will charge the battery like that. And yeah, another thing, if you want to see this, a car charger again with supercharge, can you see it? Supercharge. This will be a separate video. Hopefully this thing is as impressive as these ones, and yeah, at least for the size of it compared to my Oki that I'm using in the car. Yep, about twice as tall at least. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this video at least gives you an idea of what these things are capable of. They are really nice and really good, and they will charge your phone really fast. Just seen that I also have another white Samsung, I even forgot about it. Anyway, and yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments on how it behaves over time. But honestly, I'm thinking I will only have good things to say about it. This, being rubber, will be a dust magnet. So you will have fly particles and whatnot over it. And for sure, if you put, I don't know, a rubber colored back on the phone, and you continue to put it on this thing overnight, this will get color from the rubber. I'm 99% sure about that. Maybe you can find a black one. I don't even know if they make black ones. I haven't seen a charger in black. I only saw the white ones with white cables. So yeah, that's that. This is how it is. Again, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this video helps you make an idea about these things. And yeah, as always, feel free to ask me anything in the comments, and see you in the next one. Bye.